Hey, Mario Lopez here, and I really hope you can check out my new podcast, Listen to Mario LTM. Definitely a side of me that you've never seen before. So please listen and follow on the iHeartRadio app or subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Christina Lynn Podcast.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see? Do you know how much I make a year? You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am the danger. I am the one who knocks.
So, Rick, explain to the audience exactly what it is a stunt double does.
Actors are required to do a lot of dangerous stuff. Cliff here is meant to help carry the load.
Is that how you describe your job, Cliff?
What, carrying his load? Yeah, it's about right.
I hired you to be an actor, Rick, not a TV cowboy. You're better than that.
Line?
Cut! Embarrass yourself like that in front of all those goddamn people!
All right, what's the matter, partner?
It's official, old buddy. Well, has been.
Welcome to the first Movie Monday. We are going to review one of the movies that I recently saw twice in one weekend because I loved it so much. And that is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That is the new Quentin Tarantino film. And I freaking loved this thing. I mean, I'll just start. As far as Tarantino and his movies go, in my opinion, he is a genius. He's got a vision and a specific part of his brain and imagination that operates in a way that not many people with his ability to reach masses do. Generally, he's a little too out there in his extreme violence, or at least visual portrayal of it. But if you can get past that and respect why he's involved it or taken a specific angle, then you are able to see the full picture of his films. Here's the first paragraph of a review from David Edelstein. And this is in regards to Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards, but I think that it's a great description of Tarantino. This is read by Charlie Rose to Tarantino in an interview with him.
This is from the New York Magazine. The common view of Quentin Tarantino as a sicko gore freak overlooks his real gift, which is for long and fraught and winding dialogues before the carnage erupts. Watching his World War II action thriller, Inglourious Bastards, you might wish the blood would never come. The payoffs are common, but the foreplay is killer. Even more than his other genre mashups, this is switchback journey through Tarantino's twisted inner landscape where cinema and history, misogyny and feminism, sadism and romanticism collide and split and rebond in bizarre new hybrids. The movie is an ungainly pastiche, yet on some whacked-out onion level, it's all of a piece. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, that was a lot of adjectives.
That's pretty good, though. I like that.
Yeah, I like that, too, actually.
His other movies are Django Unchained, The Hateful Eight, Death Proof, Inglourious Bastards, Reservoir Dogs, The Kill Bills, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Jackie Brown, and Pulp Fiction. Personally, I've seen Django Unchained, Reservoir Dogs, and vaguely have paid attention to The Kill Bills. My initial introduction to Tarantino was the movie Four Rooms, which he co-directed with 3 others. His movies have a very specific, dark, and emboldened point that he doesn't shy away from in his dialogue or imagery. As for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, if you've never seen a Tarantino before, do it now. Pitt and DiCaprio were made for these roles, and it's clear that they were made to work together in these roles for this specific movie.
Our characters are kind of two sides of the same coin. He's my stunt double, yet we developed this very unique relationship that helps us navigate our own survival, and it's from the brilliant mind of Quentin Tarantino to put all these different pieces together.
At first, I walked away and said, wow, why haven't these two been in more things together? And the answer is because they were waiting for this movie.
We just fit. I mean, that's usually the way it is, you know? We just seem to fit. So it made sense to both of us, and we got started and running, and it's been great since.
Anyways, let's talk about the actual movie. This movie is based on the story of Charles Manson's planned murder of Sharon Tate, but with a Tarantino rewrite. I also know how slightly inaccurate that last sentence was, but let me continue. After watching Tarantino's movie, I watched a Charles Manson documentary on his life and how he became the killing cult leader. It was revealed that Manson's main reason for having Sharon Tate killed was literally nothing against her, but of the previous tenant of her house, Terry Melcher. It was said that Terry Melcher once heard Charles Manson's music and said it wasn't good enough for Hollywood.
Frustration and doubt, can you ever live without the game? The sad, sad game, mad game. Just to say your love's not enough, if on you can't be true.
From that moment on, Manson waged war on Hollywood and Hollywood types. So when he initially sent his followers to do the deed to Terry, he broadly demanded whoever lives in that house. He was quoted as saying, "Everyone in Hollywood is a fake." Tarantino's ability to weave important themes and plot lines is so intricate and perfect that I had to see it a second time within 48 hours. That's right, I went to the theater twice in one weekend. It is one of those movies where each time you see it, a new layer reveals itself in where Tarantino's head was and how he depicted the events, the vibe, and overall feeling of the late 1960s. Leo and Brad's characters, although literally not real, seem to be a personification of actors and those in the industry of the time, struggling to stay relevant and simultaneously true to themselves as people. His recreation of Spawn Ranch and the real-life characters involved in the Mason cult were almost uncanny. Sometimes exaggerated, but involved Brad and Leo's fictional characters in a way that made me believe that it had happened before. For more information, new episodes, and more content, go to ChristinaLynn.com. That's XTINALYNNE.com. The Christina Lynn Podcast.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see? Do you know how much I make a year? You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am the danger. I am the one who knocks.